In a world where every celebrity date night can turn into tomorrow's headline, two of the biggest young stars in entertainment are quietly rewriting the rules. Louis Partridge and Olivia Rodrigo may have the world watching, but they've built something that thrives away from the cameras. From surprise public outings to carefully guarded private moments. Their relationship raises one question everyone's asking. How do they keep something so real while living under constant spotlight? It all started with a single afternoon that sent social media into a frenzy. On July 2nd, Louis Partridge and Olivia Rodrigo stepped into the royal box at Wimbledon. Dressed in perfectly coordinated outfits that felt less like coincidence and more like a quiet statement. Cameras caught them laughing, leaning close, and even sharing a quick kiss on unplanned display that instantly became the talk of the tournament. For Louis, the reaction was overwhelming. He later admitted he had no idea their casual day out would spark such a storm of headlines and fan speculation. One moment they were simply enjoying tennis. The next, their private connection was splashed across every corner of the internet. And yet, that very moment revealed something deeper about how they navigate fame together. Just days before their Wimbledon debut, Olivia Rodrigo owned one of the biggest stages of her career, Glastonbury Festival. Thousands of fans packed the grounds, lights blazed across the night sky, and Olivia delivered a performance that critics called unforgettable. But while all eyes were on her, Louis Partridge stayed quietly off to the side, watching every second from the wings. For him, it wasn't just another concert. It was a front row seat to a milestone he knew she had worked tirelessly to reach. Later, he described the night as pretty damn special, a moment where all her effort finally got the recognition it deserved. That behind-the-scenes support, steady and genuine, gave fans a rare glimpse into how this couple celebrates each other's victories without turning it into a spectacle. And it hinted at the deeper bond they share, one built on understanding success without letting fame take the spotlight off their relationship. Dating is complicated for anyone, but when both people are household names, the stakes rise instantly. Louis Partridge admitted that one of the biggest advantages of being with Olivia is that she gets at the endless cameras, sudden headlines, the pressure to explain every move. There's no need for long explanations or awkward justifications. They both already understand the cost of fame. Louis put it simply, knowing they're together for the right reasons gives their relationship a solid foundation. Even when the outside world is watching for cracks, instead of chasing attention, they focus on what matters: quiet moments, shared trust, and the kind of connection that doesn't need a public stamp of approval. But as the world keeps guessing and speculating, their decision to stay grounded only makes people more curious about what goes on behind the scenes. Despite the constant buzz around their names, Louis Partridge and Olivia Rodrigo have made one thing crystal clear. Privacy isn't just a preference, it's a priority. Louis explained that they've been choosing to not be so public, a quiet but powerful decision. In an era where every couple selfie can turn into a headline, for them, keeping parts of their relationship off limits isn't about hiding. It's about protecting something that feels sacred. Olivia's massive summer, complete with record-breaking performances and viral moments, could have easily pushed them into the spotlight together. Instead, they've drawn careful boundaries, sharing only what they're comfortable with and leaving the rest behind closed doors. That choice doesn't just keep the noise out, it keeps the focus on each other, proving that even in a world addicted to oversharing, some love stories are stronger when the most meaningful moments stay unseen. Even in a relationship as guarded as theirs, the internet always finds crumbs to follow. Fans first pieced things together back in late 2023, when small hints began popping up: matching sightings, quick photos, and a handful of carefully chosen Instagram moments. Louis rarely posts about his personal life, but when he does, it speaks volumes. His June 30th shout-out to Olivia's Glastonbury set was a perfect example. A short, heartfelt message praising her hard work and calling the performance a truly special moment. No flashy couple pictures, no dramatic declarations, just quiet support shared with millions of followers. Olivia, too, keeps her feed focused on music and career, dropping only the occasional subtle nod to their time together. Those rare glimpses feel intentional, like a reminder that while the public might crave constant updates, this couple decides exactly what the world gets to see. And that careful balance keeps fans intrigued without ever giving the full story away. Asterisk long before the Wimbledon spotlight. Whispers about Louis Partridge and Olivia Rodrigo were already making their rounds online. It started in October 2023, when RedCarpet fans noticed them spending time together in New York. By December, the quiet speculation turned into headlines after paparazzi captured the pair sharing a kiss, effectively confirming what many had suspected. But beyond those rare public moments, most of what people think they know comes from unverified chatter rumors about secret trips, private dinners, and late-night meets. Reports claim the two have been inseparable behind the scenes, but neither Louis nor Olivia rushed to set the record straight. Instead, they let the stories swirl while keeping their real relationship safely out of reach. By staying silent, they've created a mystery that fuels endless debate. What's fact? What's fantasy? And what will they choose to reveal next? Asterisk in a time when most celebrity couples trade privacy for clicks. Louis Partridge and Olivia Rodrigo are proving there's another way. They show up for each other in meaningful moments, celebrate each other's wins, and share just enough to keep fans curious without turning their love into a public performance. Their quiet strategy isn't about hiding. It's about protecting something real in a world that constantly demands more. And maybe that's why their story feels so magnetic. By refusing to give the internet everything, they remind us that the most powerful connections don't need constant validation. Sometimes, the strongest statement a couple can make is choosing to keep the best parts of their life completely their own.